Hey everybody, we're so excited to be joining you this evening.
5 o'clock, long day.
Yes, 5 o'clock. Really? You feel like it's been a long day? It's been relatively short.
Yeah.
Really?
Time goes fast when you're having fun.
Yeah, it was crazy. It seemed like we just finished the morning meeting and it was like 3 o'clock already. So, hey, so I am really excited to be with you guys. Tonight's training, we're going to talk a lot. We get a lot of questions about one of the 8 business models in which we have within M is BeneYOU. We started it with M and rolled it into BeneYOU with bringing Jamboree and Avocet into the fold, is online sales and what that looks like. And, you know, Jim Rohn always says, and you hear how many times, what's the quote I always say?
If the why is big enough, that one.
Yep. When the why becomes strong enough, the how becomes easy. And I say that a lot. So it's important to understand the why behind what we're doing and how we're doing it from that perspective. And so we started off these weekly trainings, and every 8 weeks we'll cycle through, and every Tuesday night we'll train on one of the 8 ways to sell. We started off talking about the bulk buying program because that is the biggest one. And next week, we're actually going to train on the hostess rewards, the party aspect of it.
Side, which is new for a lot of our associates.
Yeah, absolutely. It's brand new for the M and Avocet associates.
But there's a surprise for Jamboree that I think they're going to like.
Yes, we've got a really cool one. So we won't spend a lot of time on that today, obviously. But we started off with the bulk buying program because fundraisers, trade shows and events, online, which we're going to talk about tonight, social media, and retail all ties into the bulk buying program and how that works. So understanding the bulk buying program is very important. If you guys missed that training, please go back and look at it. It's on our YouTube channel, but it's also in the newsfeed from your Dash announcements as well. So you're going to want that. But it's important that you understand the bulk buying program, because when you look at what we're doing from that perspective, that what we're going to talk about tonight ties into the bulk buying program. So let's talk about online sales and kind of some of the areas around what online sales are. Amazon is one, and I know that that's sometimes been frowned upon in the past. eBay, there's other selling sites, you know, there's local online sales, local marketplaces, so on and so forth. Mommy bloggers, one of our founding members on the M side is a famous mommy blogger. She's got a great blog, and she does a lot of reviews for Disney movies, and different companies will send her various products to try out, and she'll blog and talk about it. She's always getting some. I was over at their place the other day, and they got this like really cool like pool table basketball indoor thing. Yeah, it was sent to them just for her to give a review and stuff like that. So blogs is another really good another online aspect of it. You guys might know some social influencers and so forth that are on there and have some of that. So those are various areas in which you are allowed to do that. Now, I always want to point out this as well. The main aspect of the rules behind any sales that we do from a corporate, whether it's retail, online, social media, any of that, is you always have to sell them at the retail price point. So that's how we protect the integrity, not only of the brand, but the integrity of all of your businesses. And as we talk about that and roll that out there, it's funny how, you know, we have people that are online constantly looking to make sure that people aren't selling from us, policing and doing all of that. But also, our associates are very good stewards of if somebody else is cutting and doing
They're better than us.
Yes. So so we do govern that, and that is the one, you know, black and white, clear cut rule that we have as an organization or as a company, that you are not allowed to sell and sell for less than retail. And as you're online, you're obviously advertising. So that's the one aspect of it. So let's talk about how the bulk program allows us to be able to do that. So, you know, again, we have if this, and I always want to preface these calls with this statement as well. If in fact you have an avenue or you have a desire or this is something that you're passionate about, online sales is a great way to generate revenue and income for you and your household, right?
Yep, but you don't have to do it.
Right, well, you do the disclaimer that we always do on these calls, right?
Well, we want you guys to know that, you know, these are 8 different ways of selling, and truly, you can't spread yourself 8 ways thin. It's just too much. So you want to pick an area or 2, or maybe as many as 3 that you feel work into your life and into your business, and pursue those. So you don't have to, it's great for you. We want you to know about all 8, because when you talk to other people to share the business opportunity with them, you know, you may appeal to them in an area that you don't currently do business, but that's what works for them. So that's what really makes us so unique with the 8 ways of selling, is because, and the 8 ways of running a business, is because no one else does this. No one else does this. And especially the online that we're going to talk about tonight, that's a no-no in almost every business, in every business that I've participated with.
99.9% of the direct sales network marketing companies do not allow it.
Yeah.
They won't allow
it. Absolutely. So the fact that we allow it, and it's one of our 8 ways, is going to open up your market of who you can offer and share this business with. Yeah,
and so our philosophy in that, and that was a very good disclaimer. I appreciate.
I'm not sure. Was it clear enough?
Yeah, it was. And what our philosophy with BeneYOU is, if you look at traditional direct sales and network marketing companies as a whole, every one of them have a specific way and only way in which you can generate income or revenue from. And because of that, that funnel gets very, very narrow. And that's why, you know, they always say only 0.2% of the people who are successful and get to the top echelons of these companies, is because they're dialing in and driving people to one way of doing business. And so what we're doing is we're becoming the gig economy within one company. We're the Uber of direct sales. Because what we're doing is we're opening up the opportunities based on your strengths, your talents, your passions, your connections, and opening more ways for you to generate income and revenue, thus opening up the funnel so that we can have a lot more people be successful. As our goal is to achieve 1 million thousandaires every month.
And one thing you'll never hear with our 8 channels is that, and I used to hear a lot in the channels that I was in, was that the market was saturated. And when you're really focused on just one channel, it can feel like a market gets saturated. Now, the good news with BeneYOU being brand new, that's not the case anywhere. But it will never happen because there's so many channels to do your business.
Yeah, 100%. So let's get back to the online. Hopefully we drove that point home, that if online sales is something you're passionate about, or you have a connection to, or you have some of those things, then please go down that path, right? Please do that. So with that being said, is then from that perspective, the way that it's going to work is that online sales, you're selling at the retail price point. So where the bulk buying program comes in, as you know, we have a 3-tiered pricing at BeneYOU. We have bulk, wholesale, and retail. So you're selling online, whether you're doing it through eBay or Amazon or some of your local online markets, or through a social influencer online, or you're created your own blog that you have a following that you're selling products through. You're selling it at the retail price point, but what you're going to do is you're going to buy it at the bulk price point. So you can get, as you guys know, as high as 60% off of retail on the bulk buying program. So with that being said, you're getting the difference between the bulk price and the retail. It's 60%. Every time you sell a product through your online sources, you're getting 60% automatically right in your pocket, right? Plus, and this is another part that's a really important aspect of things, is that when you put that into effect, every product that we sell is going to generate points that you also earn off. So you're actually earning off of every product sell through your online twice. So Now, the next question that we get a lot of is that, well, there's already people selling on Amazon, so therefore I don't have an opportunity to be able to sell on Amazon. And the reality is that if you're not currently selling on Amazon, you're right. And I don't mean that to be harsh or rude or try to push this as a way that this is not one of the sales channels. It's that those people that are selling on Amazon have built up an Amazon following, right? Like they've represented other products, or they've got, that's their niche. And that's what we were talking about at the beginning of this, is that this is something that you're passionate about, or something that you're there, it's there. Or you might look at it and say, well, I only want to be able to do it in my little local market. Or the other thing that I would advise you is I'm not going to advise you to go out and make a big bulk purchase to go start online sales as well. That's something that I think is a little bit different and unique to our company as well. We're not wanting people to go do a big outlay of cash and hope that something works on the back end. If you want to and you're interested in online sales, and this is something that you want to dip your foot into and get a better understanding of, then just buy products at wholesale, not the bulk price, just buy products at wholesale and put some things online and see how it works. And if you move some products really well, we have an associate in the office today that's built up an online, she has her own website, she has her own following, she does a blog, she does that. Every month she's moving $6,000 a month of products through her website. So it makes sense for her to buy in bulk because she's got an avenue for that.
And
so
she knows what she sells well, and so she knows what to place in those bulk orders.
Yeah. So the challenge that I would throw out to each and every one of you is, if you're not into the online selling aspect of it and you have some product that's on hand, or you'd like to do this, just do a Google search and find in your local area some online marketplaces that are available. I know that Facebook is a good one. Facebook has a bunch of online markets.
Yes, they do. A lot of local ones, like your local communities. They have rules around those too, so you want to make sure that you follow the rules for that.
Yeah.
But I love the idea, though, even with a lot of people I do know that are just kind of getting started with BeneYOU and our growing product line, that are starting blogging, and they're starting their own branding and their own weight loss journey maybe, or their own gut health journey. And through that, people are starting to follow them. So it's creating those groups too. So I think that's a great way to get started as well on the online.
Yeah, 100%. So, so that would be our challenge to you today, is if you'd like to dip your toe in the water and you'd like to do that, and you're not currently involved with a blog, or you're not currently involved with Amazon selling or eBay or some of those online marketplaces today, and you want to try this as an avenue, then I would challenge you to go out and find one of those and just list a couple of products. If you have questions on what can I say and what I can't say, a perfect place to find all of that information on selling points and different things that I can talk about, or images, is your own personal replicated website. Go to your own personal website, pull up the product that you have, look at the listing, look at the images, grab some of those from there, and all of the talking points, all of the health claims that we have, all of the other things that we have in regards to that aspect of of our products is right there. So you don't have to question, what can I say, what can't I say, what can I do that.
Pages are on the Go Recruit app, so if they need more information on the products and ingredients and that kind of stuff, that's all there too.
Yep. 100% of what I would say is from the perspective, 100% of what I would ask or say is that don't make any health claims if you're selling the nutritional, the nutritional side of it. You can say that your lacquer strip cures obnoxiousness or whatever. But
makes you feel more beautiful. You can say that.
Yeah, 100%. But please do not make any health claims. Our products stand alone. We don't have to make health claims to sell them. And this is an important part, and I want to end on this point, and we'll build out more of these trainings and so on and so forth. before we ever started the M network, we created an online website, and then we created an Amazon shopping cart. And for 2.5 years, we sold Go and Soul, just those two products online.
Wow.
We didn't have a subscription model set up. We just had an Amazon shopping cart and a retail e-commerce website that we created, right? We didn't have a blog. We didn't have all of that. And after 2.5 years, we had a 73% reorder rate.
It's crazy.
So people who had bought our products from us online, again, it was completely cold market. It wasn't any of our friends, neighbors, coworkers, family. It was all people who had bought from us previously would come back and buy again. That's how we knew which products we were launching with on the M side. But, you know, you look at the M products, you look at the Avocet products, and you look at the Jamberry products. And in the last 8 years, those 3 brands have sold over $1 billion in total revenue in the marketplace at retail price points.
So they work.
100%. So we know that if online is a way that you want to go and you want to build that kind of online following and build that from a customer base and have opportunities to be able to do that, online sales is a great avenue to go down and chase. And I think it would be fantastic. So
great job. That's it.
Awesome.
Go get them, guys.
Well, we try to keep these calls to 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and I believe that we're coming up on 20 minutes, but we just want to thank you guys for dialing in on a Tuesday night. We're coming up on the month end. So who's going to be part of our growth challenge? Remember, we're giving out over $200,000.
He loves to say that, you guys. And it's like, it's, you know, I say this every time, but it's not over till it's over. Every month is a fresh month. Every month you can push yourself a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and get yourself in those top growers. And what's the worst thing that happens if you're not in the top 50?
Yeah.
You grew your business, you increased 100%. Your income,
yeah.
You're achieving your goals and your dreams, and that's what we're here for. And so we're just, you know, we do the Growth Club because we just want to be there to cheer you on and recognize you and shout it out that you're working to achieve those big goals in your life.
Great. So with that being said,
join us Thursday, opportunity call.
Yes.
Invite your guests to join us. Last week's call is up. It's in your news feed or back office or on the Facebook page. Like, we've got it everywhere. So you can use that one in between until the next one comes out. And Connie Lucido was our guest speaker last week, and she was amazing.
She's always amazing.
Yeah, she was amazing. Well,
thank you guys so much for getting on the call. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.